Welcome back to Hold the Phone YouTube. Here are our best bets for Thursday, July 10th.
Massive.
MLB Parlay.
Yep.
We're doing all-star game talk, and we're talking Wimbledon.
Correct.
I feel like I could put $1 million on the parlay for Wimbledon. I have an idea of, like, literally all my money, drive to the bank, unleash it. We're getting 100 likes on this video. Loop, how we feeling?
Yeah, I don't think you know what the Wimbledon bet is.
I know. I don't.
Yeah.
But I have one.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't wait either.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, let's travel to the fucking diamond.
Can't wait. Come on.
I mean, we're balls deep in the dog days of summer. I feel like when we hit the parlay, it goes well. When we lose the parlay, it's one team just fucking us.
Tuesday, Astros, Grand Slam, 10th inning, 2 outs, 1 out away. Josh Hader on the mound. Boned. People not going to be happy, though. We got to get winners.
Yeah. Yeah.
End of the day.
This slate today blows.
Yeah.
This is
Tricky
dog days
slate.
of summer, 10 games on a Thursday.
Getaway day. Some teams are off.
Every pitcher on the
All-star
mound.
game coming up.
Every pitcher on the mound is a
We wanted to
fucking
do Nerfies. You said no.
middle schooler.
You said no Nerfies.
There was no Nerfies. There's
Fox
no
wanted to
Nerfies.
have a segment Nerfies and then say, we don't have any bets.
Yeah.
I said, that won't make the people happy.
Well, there's no Nerfies.
So instead, we're going to talk All-Star Game snubs. But first, MLB Parlay. Leg number 1, a guy we've been fading all year.
Charlie Morton.
Charlie Morton. Give us the Mets against the Orioles. And let me tell you something. Last 7 starts for Charlie Morton, the O's are 6-1.
You want to talk about betting on regression?
Yep, exactly.
Time to put on the suit and tie and buy,
Exactly.
sell high.
Exactly.
Sell high. Charlie Morton, no more. The 40-year-old, it was a cute little run. 6-1.
Yep.
I think we faded him over his last 7 starts. We've taken it in the ass.
Yep.
So today, with that being said, with Mr. David Peterson on the bump, give us the New York Mets in the first goddamn game of the day. Mets on the money line.
I feel like the Orioles game Tuesday against the Mets, up 6-2 in the 8th. Mets end up winning. The Orioles are just dead. Like, I feel like in order for them
that
to
was
not
their game to win, too.
be sellers at the deadline, needed to, like, pretty much win every game this week.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was just them being taken out back and shot like a horse.
Yep. They're in control of that whole game. 10th inning,
Yep.
loss, brutal.
All right, leg number 1, Mets. Leg number 2.
Once again, we're gonna roll with it again in Cincinnati. Give us the Reds on the money line with Mr. Nick Lodolo on the bump, going
Correct.
against the Miami Marlins.
Yep.
Look, the Reds are continuing to try to stay there, keep their head above water. Loop, like I said, not a lot of options.
No.
When I looked at this slate, I was like, Loop,
But we got to give the
help
people
me.
what they want.
Help me with this parlay.
Correct, and I did.
Because I don't feel really confident about the other 7 games outside of these 3 legs.
Yep. No.
We're trying to roll with the best pitchers, fading the best matchups. Give us Mr. Peterson. Give us Mr. Lodolo first 2 legs.
Yeah, Lodolo, 4 career starts against the Marlins, 2.8 ERA. He's been solid against the Marlins. Give us 2 winners. Number 3,
Please.
Boston Red Sox.
Give it to us.
They've been hotter than anything, and now they're playing in division against the Rays.
Literally hotter than anyone.
And we have Walker Buehler on the mound.
Yep.
Which is scary.
Correct.
But now you feel like every time Walker Buehler takes the bump, he's pitching for his life
Yes.
and his job. And he's actually faced the Rays twice this year. He's 2-0 against them.
Also, quick note I just got, it's going to be a doubleheader for the Mets.
Okay.
So whatever game Charlie Morton is pitching is going to be the game that we're fading.
Correct.
So whether that be game 1 or game 2, we're not going to be sure.
Good. This is sharp by you.
But
Whichever game Charlie Morton's pitching in.
whatever game Charlie Morton is pitching is the game that we will be fading the Orioles.
Correct.
So give us the Mets, give us the Reds, and give us their cousins, the Red Sox. Look, for that 3rd and final leg, the Red Sox need to continue to find wins as the Yankees continue to struggle.
Mr. Bregman back.
It's only a matter of time that the Blue Jays start to fold. Look, once you get above 500 in the AL East, anything is possible.
Yankees are the 4th best team in that division.
Yep. People are going to love that. Give us the Red Sox, flaming hot, at home.
Bregman back. Yoshida back.
Yoshida, right before the All-Star break.
Come on.
Let's continue to find wins.
Come on.
So give us on a Thursday the Mets money line, Reds money line, Red Sox money line. No fluke shit in sight. Who else is just sitting here being held hostage, giving picks during the dog days of summer? I don't see anyone else out there.
You've been on vacation. I haven't left this room.
I don't see anyone else out there. just battling, fighting, tooth and nail, brick by brick,
Grind.
1 foot in front of the other.
Even when you're on vacation, giving picks.
Yep.
All right. You feel passionately about this next subject.
Those 3 legs.
It's not going to be bets.
the
It's
next-
just going to be us kind of venting
Yeah.
about the All-Star game and
Time to
some
talk
people
ball.
that should have made the All-Star game.
Time to talk ball.
Everybody's favorite subject, I feel like, snubs.
I mean, I feel like the list is as long as ever
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
And I truly don't understand some of the guys who made it. I understand that every team needs an all-star.
What do you think about that?
So I'm
you
not
like
gonna,
that rule?
No.
Okay. So you don't understand.
Oh, let's put a Miami Marlin in on the all-star team. They don't have any fucking fans to begin with.
Correct.
Every team needs an all-star to make everyone happy. Well, let's check in on the teams who were fucking shoving in guys in the all-star team for no reason. The Chicago White Sox with Shane Smith. Who the fuck is that? No one's a fan of the White Sox. Kyle Stowers.
Yep.
He's having a good year, but there's plenty other of NL All-Star outfielders who could be in that same position for a Miami Marlins team who get 12 fans a game.
Yep.
I hate the rule.
Yeah.
I understand it, but I hate it.
That's 30 guys that are automatically 1 slot each. Too many.
Yeah. And I mean, if it wasn't Shane Smith going in for the Chicago White Sox, they actually had no one else. Shane Smith has like a 4.3 ERA and couldn't find a win if you fucking paid him.
We got Hunter Goodman for the Rockies.
Hunter Goodman.
Yep. All-star.
To back up the catcher. Hunter Goodman.
Back of his baseball card for the rest of the time. All-star catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman.
Yep.
I have not seen that man's name on a box of cereal this season.
Nope.
You couldn't find an ESPN highlight of SVP talking about fucking Hunter Goodman if you paid him.
He's having a nice little year. 280 with 17 jacks.
It's not a bad year.
Not a bad year.
But
all right. Let's get to the snubs.
I didn't have in mind Hunter Goodman, but
I know. I just like Rockies was my first thought.
Yeah.
Sorry. We don't mean to bash you. We know you're a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Snub number 1.
Snub number 1. Juan Soto.
Yep.
I mean, what are we doing? Everyone gets in based off of popularity. Everyone gets in off of just being a mainstream guy in a mainstream league. This is like saying, oh, Kevin Durant, not an all-star. LeBron James isn't an all-star.
Here's what I'll say.
This guy just got paid $750 fucking million to sit at home and watch the game.
Here's what pissed me off though about Soto.
I know what you're gonna say. I know he's a
They asked him
cocky
about
asshole.
No. They asked him about what upsets you about not being in the All-Star game,
And he said the money.
and he said the money.
I know.
Guy just got paid $800 million.
Fucking.
And you probably get what, $100,000 bonus? And he's sitting there saying, not like I want to be a part of the game. I want to be there with all the best players in the world.
Yep.
I didn't get my check.
Yeah. Fucking Mr. Krabs over here.
Stop my ass. Take a vacation.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Look, but the numbers are there. He has a higher OPS than half the fucking outfielders on the team.
Yeah, I think his offensive WAR now is higher than anybody's.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a snub.
All right, number 2.
Number 2, I think is pretty interesting. Trey Turner.
Correct.
He leads the National League in hits.
Yeah.
And he's not on the All-Star team.
Yeah.
Can you make that make sense?
It feels
to
like
me?
a popularity contest with Lindor and Ellie De La Cruz. Trey Turner is number 9 in all of the majors in WAR. So, number 9.
Yeah.
In any position.
Yeah.
Number 1 shortstop.
Yeah.
So
you're telling me the guy wins above replacement, is number 1 in the league in his position.
Yeah. And top 10 amongst all positions.
And
players.
is not a National League All-Star.
Yeah. Do you guys like WAR? Tell me in the comments, because I love it.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I truly do not understand why.
And you think Trey Turner would get a lot of votes?
Very popular.
Yeah.
LA Dodger,
Yeah.
Philadelphia
popular.
Philly,
Yeah. Philly fell off.
$300 million contract.
Philly only cares about football.
And let's go one more National League guy.
Crazy.
I think the craziest of them all. I truly, in a sport, in a league that is continuing to grow on a popularity perspective, where it's like, because we've gone through so many summers where baseball's dead, baseball's dead. they're continuing to try to grow the sport.
Correct.
Both also on social media and so on and so forth. And then shit like this just does not make any sense.
Yep. Gets the point.
All right. Number 3, the biggest snub of them all, Seiya Suzuki.
Let me read you a number about Seiya Suzuki.
This-
If he remains off the roster, you never know when a guy's going to get added. He would join only one other player, Hank Greenberg, in 1935 in MLB history to have the most RBIs and not be on the All-Star team. He leads the majors.
What do you think it is, Luke? Why isn't Seiya Suzuki?
Because he's a DH, right? So it's Ohtani and Kyle Schwarber, popularity contest. Ohtani's obviously going to be on it.
You could throw a fucking position in front of his name and get him on the team.
Agree. I bet he'll be there.
You can throw him in the outfield.
Agree.
His position is technically outfield.
He leads the majors in RBI. And I know RBI, say what you want. He's also got 25 dongs.
And again, I respect these guys, but I mean, even like a fellow teammate like Matthew Boyd, All-Star, Chicago Cubs. It's like fucking blow me. Brendan Donovan, I respect him.
Yep.
He can play every position.
Another fan of the show.
He can play every position. He's a Swiss Army knife. He is a fantastic player. I don't think necessarily would be an all-star above Seiya Suzuki.
Yep.
These are just questions that I ask myself. Luke, do we have an answer? Do we have a conclusion on why Seiya Suzuki would not be an all-star?
No.
None.
Put him on the team.
He has to be on the team.
Put him on the team.
When I say this to my buddies, they're like, well, there's a lot of good NL outfielders.
Yep.
And it's like, well, I'm looking at this list. I don't know. He definitely, you want to talk about a popularity contest. Well, if Juan Soto isn't a National League All-Star, I sure believe that Seiya Suzuki and Juan Soto are more eligible than Fernando Tatis.
Correct.
Or maybe a James Wood.
Correct. All right, let's get to number 4.
Doesn't make any sense.
Number 4, near and dear to my heart, Cedar Rafaela.
Okay.
He's been on an absolute tear. Last 36 games, 321 average, 996 OPS, 10 homers, 12 doubles. Best center fielder in the game, defensively.
Yep.
100 on Baseball Savant, top in defensive WAR, and Julio Rodriguez somehow makes the team.
I don't understand Julio.
Julio Rodriguez has a 695 OPS. I could go out there and put up a 600 OPS.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like,
dude.
what on earth?
I truly do not understand.
It must be a popularity. I don't know.
Also, Stephen Kwan.
Yeah.
Why the fuck, Stephen
Say it
Kwan?
on. Put him on the team, and he's gonna make
Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Jazz Chisholm.
But Julio Rodriguez might be the worst.
Julio Rodriguez, Stephen Kwan, and Jazz Chisholm making it over.
Sounds like a 7, 8, 9 in an American League lineup.
I guarantee you, all 3 of those guys don't get a hit in the All-Star game.
All right.
Also, George Springer, snubbed.
Yeah, that guy mashes.
George Springer also snubbed. Another American League outfielder whose position. So you have Rafaela. I'll have George Springer replacing Julio Rodriguez, Jazz Chisholm, or Stephen Kwan.
Yep.
Well, there you fucking have it. Unbelievable.
There we go. Let me know what you think.
What happened to the game?
Who else got snubbed? All right, now we'll go to Wimbledon. And you think you have a bet, but here's the bad news.
I could put $1 million.
Here's the bad news.
Yep, let me hear it.
Thursday's women's semifinals.
Okay.
So that's what we're talking. Friday, we're going to give our men's pick.
Okay.
Okay?
But the odds are out for everything. So.
I know. This is a day-by-day show, and people need their picks for Thursday.
I know.
So we're going to go with the 2 favorites in the women's, parlayed. You'll get about minus 110 odds. Arina Sabalenka, leg number 1.
Slap.
Iga Swiatek, leg number 2. They're on a collision course. Say no more. Wake up. Wake and rake with a little women's tennis. We'll get you the men's on Friday. I know, Alcaraz in center. I know. Just wait your turn, okay? We're going to get there.
Well, you could put Sabalenka in that.
I
know
know
what? Fuck it. You could do all 4.
Correct.
Plus 220.
There you go. Tie them all together.
You could do all 4 right now. Plus 220. Sabalenka.
Don't count on Novak.
Swiatek. Alcaraz, center. I could put $1 million on it, but you can't trust the woman. So just keep that 2-legger.
Don't count out Djokovic.
Keep that 2-legger by itself. Don't count out Djokovic.
Yeah. Don't count him out. All right.
All right, Sabalenka. Swiatek.
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 One more. Come on. Swiatek.
All
All right. See you on the other side.
right, fellas. Have a day. Thursday. We're crawling to the weekend. Take both women to get the job done. Swiatek.
One more.
Swiatek. 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 All right. We'll see you on the other side.